Hello, my name is Judy, and today I'm your physical fitness examiner, and today we are doing the submaximal exercise test. So the purpose of the submaximal exercise test is to test your cardiorespiratory fitness and to test your max VO2, your VO2 max. And before starting the test, I have to ask you a few questions to see if you are okay doing this. So, have you had any heart disease or any breathing problems? Or when you exercise, do you feel uncomfortable or pain, okay? And have you ever gotten surgeries before on your body? Alright, okay, so you can do the test. So, before doing the test, first I have to measure your resting heart rate. So, I'm going to have to measure. Alright, so your resting heart rate is 76. Alright, so that's your resting heart rate. So before doing the test, she also needs to warm up and do stretches before doing the test. And once before doing the test, you also have to do the settings. So I will show you how to do the settings. So you see here, we have to go back to the main menu, and we have to go to System Parameter. System Parameter, we then go to Set Mode, and after Set Mode, we do Hyperbolic, and then we want to save Yes, and then go back, and then we can go to Manual. Alright, so now she can start the test. So if you can sit on this. And make sure once she's sitting on it, it's her right level, alright? So make sure it's the right level. Try sitting on it. Alright, so do a few runs, alright? And you know it's the right level is because she's not locking her knees to extension. She's bending a little bit, so that's the right level for her. Alright, so you can start by doing a few. And then for this test, throughout the whole test, she has to be at 50 RPM. So make sure you are at 50 because that's the standard. You don't want to go too low or too high. For the warm-up and stretches, you actually have to do 3 minutes, but we're going to skip ahead and let her do a few. So we are going to start at stage 1. So for stage 1, she's going to start at 25 watts. Alright, so you can come over here. I'm going to do, hey, make sure it's at 50. Alright. Alright, so it is at 25 watt, and you always have to make sure she's at 50 RPM. So I'm going to start the stage now. So for each stage is 3 minutes. And within 3 minutes, you have to make sure it's at if it's at 1 second, 1 minute 30 seconds, you have to measure her heart rate. And after 1 minute 30 seconds, you have to wait until 2 minutes and 30 seconds to measure the second heart rate. Alright, and after you have 2 heart rates, you have to compare and see if it's below 6 or above 6 beats per minute. So if it's below 6 beats per minute, you could go into stage 2. But if it's above 6 beats per minute, then you have to keep on going after 3 minutes. So it is that you can go after 3 minutes, you have to measure the heart rate at 3 minutes 30 seconds, and then it goes on and on and on until her heartbeat is below 6 beats per minute. Alright? So it is at 1 minute, and I'm going to start measuring her heart rate. So her first one is at 92 beats per minute. That's the first heart rate. And we are now going to wait until 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Also, okay, so her second is also at 92 beats per minute. So we are going to stop the test right now. We're going to go on to stage 2. So at stage 2, we are going to, her heart rate is at 92. So we are going to go to the next stage at 450 kgm per minute, and that's 75 watts. So if you can come over here, I'm going to do 75 watts. Alright, so 75 watt, I'm going to start the test now. This is on stage 2. So stage 1 and stage 2 is the same. Within 3 minutes, at 1 minute 30 seconds, you have to measure her heart rate. And at 2 minutes 30 seconds, you have to measure her heart rate again. And you have to compare the two heart rate and see, again, if it's below 6 or above 6. And again, for this stage, it's the same thing as stage 1. If it's below 6, she can go on to the next stage. And if it's above 6, then she has to keep on going on stage 2. So within each stage, you also have to check her RPE. So at stage 1, what is your RPE? Alright, so she's at 9 at stage 1. 9 RPE at stage 1. So it is almost at 1 minute 30 seconds, and I'm going to first check her heart rate. And do 31 times 4. It is at 124 beats per minute, and now we are going on to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So the second one, she is at 116. So we are going to continue because it is above 6. So now we are going to measure at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, so for the third time she is at 116, so now it is below 6, so now we can continue on to stage 3. So at stage 3 it is also at 3 minutes. So now for stage 3 we are going to do at 100 watts. So if you could come over here. She is now at 100 watt and also keep the 50 RPM, so now I'm going to start the test. The test is also, each stage is 3 minutes, but for this stage it's different from 1 and 2. Stage 3 you do not look at beats per minute, but you look at the max heart rate. So every person's max heart rate is different. To find the max heart rate, you need to first measure 220 minus their age, and then you have to times that by 85%. So her max heart rate is 169, but another way you can measure the stage 3 is doing the standard from the procedure 150. So I'm going to do the 150. So if it's under 150, you could go on to the next stage. But if it's over 150, then she stops at that stage. Alright, so it is almost at 1 minute 30. What is your RPE from stage 2? Alright, so it is almost at 1 minute 30 seconds. I'm going to measure her heart rate. Alright, so her first max beats per minute is at 124. And now we are going on to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, 30. Her 30 is 120. So she is under 150, so now we can go on to stage 4. So now we are going on to stage 4. So at stage 4, I'm going to do at 125 watts. So if you can come over here. Alright, so her setting is at 125 watt, and I'm going to start the time. So stage 4 is the same thing as stage 3. If it's above 150 max heart rate, then I stop the test. But if it's below, actually this is actually the last stage, so whatever her heart rate is that's it. So you also measure at 1 minute 30 seconds and 2 minutes 30 seconds, and you still have to compare the heart rate. So from your stage 3, what is your RPE? This is alright. Alright. So now it is almost at 1 minute 30 seconds, and I'm going to measure her heart rate. 133. It is at 132 beats per minute. And now we are going to wait at 2 minutes and 30 seconds to measure her second heart rate. Is at 128. Alright, so we are going to stop the test here. What is your RPE from stage 4? Alright. Okay, so now we are going to calculate her. So now we have finished the submaximal exercise test, and now we are going to look at a result for her max VO2 max. So she, after I calculated her result is at 44.35, and if you look at the graph for the fitness category, she is at excellent. So you are at excellent fitness category.